Hey, I've had a bad day, and nothing in particular. It's not something that I can really pinpoint, but it's just one of those days where I could tell that I wasn't myself, and I was thinking that this would be a great opportunity for me to share that with you guys. A lot of times people get an idea that, if someone's in therapy and they're taking their medication and they're doing everything that they need to do, then everything's hunky-dory. When the fact remains is that I'm still human. I still make mistakes. I still have to kind of pay the consequences for decisions that I made, whether they were the right ones or the wrong ones. So there are days where I'm not exactly 100% chipper. And as difficult as that is for me, I want you all to know that it's okay to have those days. And you know what? It's okay to have 2 and 3 of those days in a row. I understand. I've been there. I've done that. I wrote a book on it. No, seriously, I did. You can check it out on Amazon.com. It's called New Beginnings. And it's everything that I went through growing up dealing with bipolar and borderline personality disorder. So I literally have wrote the book on it. And one last book reference, my life is an open book, literally. So please believe me when I tell you that I know how difficult it is to turn over and get out of bed and put those feet on the ground and do what you have to do as an adult. I understand. I do. I understand days where you don't want to do anything but just literally lay there and just kind of let everything happen. And every once in a while, having one day like that isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it's getting stuck there. It's getting like quicksand. The more you stay, the harder it's going to be to get out. So let me encourage you that on those really bad days when you really feel like it's just not worth getting up for, instead of doing everything that you normally would, make small goals to do during the day. And when I mean small, I mean like bibba small. Like if you find yourself extremely depressed and your bed is your best friend, make your first goal to sit up, to not lay down, to just sit up and gather your thoughts and let your feet dangle over the side for a little while. And when you've done that for a while, set a new goal. Stand up. Get your butt off the bed. Get away from the bed. And then make another small goal. Take a shower. And you know what? Take a nice long shower. Make it nice and warm. Have some candles and some scented oils or music. Just whatever can get you in and up and around. And you know what? If that's all you accomplish for the day, then that's fine. If you want to go further, go further. Go downstairs and make yourself something to eat. One of the big skills in DBT, actually they're all big, they're all extremely important, and they're all extremely relevant in every situation, is the please skills. And the first 2 letters, PL, in the please skills is to take care of personal illness, to treat it. So if you're not feeling well, if you've got a stomach virus, or if you're cycling through a depression, or even if you're in a manic stage, or if you're going through a cycle where you're engaging in some dysfunctional or self-injurious behavior, take care of that. Take care of your injuries. Take care of your wounds. Take care of your hunger, of diabetes or whatever. Take your medication. But that is the first step in being able to keep yourself healthy so you can continue your recovery. And one of the most difficult things that I had to learn as a mother, and now I'm a mother of 3, 12, 8, and 2.5, was that in order for me to be an effective mother, in order for me to be a very present mother, and in order for me to have the kind of relationship that I really want with my children, the first person I had to take care of was me. I had to take care of myself. I had to make sure I was healthy. I use this example a lot, and it's absolutely perfect. If you're on a plane and you're sitting next to a child, the rule of the plane in an emergency is what? You got it. You put the mask on yourself first. Then you put it on your child. Because why? That child is not going to survive if you're not there to help them. And it was a revelation that I really had to really accept and realize that as often as I was putting my husband and my kids and my family and my friends first, I was the one paying for it. I was tired and exhausted and cranky and irritable and sick half the time. And I can't handle what I need to handle as a mother of 3 if I am not well physically and mentally. So take care of yourself. And sometimes it's really hard. Sometimes you really don't want to. Some days you just want to throw in the towel and say, I quit, I'm done. No more adulting for me today. But you have to work through that. You have to talk to yourself and say, you know what? I am worth taking care of. I am worth having a life worth living. And even on those bad days, they're not going to seem quite so bad. So take care of yourself first. Make time for yourself. Do things that you enjoy doing to help rejuvenate you. Even if, like with me, my husband, every so often, he will take all 3 kids, he will take off work, and he will take all 3 kids, and I will be on my own by myself, whether it's at a hotel or at my mom's house or wherever, but I'm without children and without responsibilities for 2 or 3 days. And I need that in order to continue being a present mother, a present wife, and a present self. So these skills have real purpose and relevance. And there are days when I just kind of want to give it in and say, you know what, I am not using skills today. I'm done. I'm up to here. I'm irritated. I'm done. But that's when you really need to push. That's when you need to say, you know what? It may be the hardest thing to do. It may not be the easiest thing to do, but the right thing to do is to pull out my skill, to use it, and be effective right now. Because the alternative, it's just dysfunctional. It's not effective. It's not going to help in the long run. And what kind of example would I be setting for my kids if I constantly quit on myself? When I'm constantly encouraging them to not quit, not give up, what kind of example would that be if I'm the first one to give up when things got a little hard? Or if I ran away because I didn't like the way things were going? You can't escape reality. You can not accept it for a while, but the fact remains is that it's still reality. It may not be the one you would have chosen, but it's the one you kind of have to live with. So don't be afraid of those bad days. Accept those bad days. Learn from the bad days. Do whatever you can with the bad days, but don't stay there. It's not a good vacation home. It has no perks, no amenities, and it's just going to make you feel worse. So you know what? Take a day, sleep it off in bed, but get up the next day ready to roll. You are worth having a life worth living. Go and take it.